I came in the world crying and fussing. Nigga, we ain't have nothing. Every ghetto, I know the same.
YouTube, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back for that 2019. You know what I mean? We got that boy Jordan Briggs from the Briggs Squad. You know, it's him, his brother, and his sister. If you haven't checked out their channel, check out their channel. They do all the latest reactions to the new albums, videos that's out. They do a good job at it. Check them out if you haven't. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. It's 2019. You know, we're going to keep the same thing going from 2018, but make it just a little bit better. You know, right here, we got him ready to cut his top top drop. You know what I mean? He trying to get waves now. He trying to get his grown man on, get his swag on. You see he got his facial hair from No Cut November. Now he want to get his beard done. You know, he trying to catch up to Mr. Outliner. I don't know if he going to be able to do it. But anyway, he going to give it a try. So that's what that is. And right here, you know what we're going to always do. Make the first guideline. You know, you want to do that. But don't forget to leave comments in the comment section. Let me know about this haircut. Let me know what you want to see. If you got any questions, it's just barber questions, entrepreneurial questions, I can answer those too. Just make sure you leave it. No question is a bad question. Don't forget it. So right here, you want to bald the hair at the bottom. You want to get it as clean as possible the first time. That way you don't have that much to do towards the end. You might have to touch it up a little bit, but you want to make sure you do everything right now to get it close as possible, right? So that's what we're doing right here. Right here, we're going to use the 2 guard. We're going to try to cut it down some. We're going to go through it. You want to make it still high enough where the waves will come in. You want to gradually work your way down. You want to start out with a big guard just to make sure, you know, the length of the hair is correct. Because when you're getting waves, you want it to be kind of thick, you know, so for the waves to actually pop. So that's a key point with waves. So that's why you see people doing the woofing part, because the woofing allows the wave pattern to set in correctly, right? So if it's too low, you can still have waves, but they won't be as prominent. They won't stick out as much. So you kind of just want to kind of leave it a little thick, especially when you transitioning from this hairstyle that he had to waves, right? So remember that key point. And if it doesn't look right from there, you just want to go down even more. So I ended up going down to a 1.5. As you can see, trying to get almost all the color out, but we might not be able to. But you know, you want to work your way down, like I said. So I'm using the 5-star wall anniversary edition. And these things right here, these clippers, I did a review on them. If you haven't seen it, go check the other videos on my page. These things, you see how fast they ran through? The ones I had, the first ones, the 5 stars with the cord, man, those things, they didn't cut as good as these. So I believe this is an upgrade because this ran straight through the hair, no problem. You see how the hair just is falling straight off, right? So I recommend these. I like them. I use them a lot. Only negative thing about them is it depends on how fast you cut, but you might only be able to get 2 haircuts in. I usually do 30-minute haircuts, so you might only be able to get 2 haircuts in before having to recharge them. So that's the only down part about them. But other than that, it's a great clipper. And here we're gonna take the 1.5 guard off, and then we're gonna use the 1 guard, and we're gonna smooth the sides out. You want to make the sides really smooth. It makes it easier. Like I said, the same thing with balding. It just makes the haircut easier if you do everything at one time that you need to do with that specific thing that you're using. So if you're balding, you want to make sure you do all the balding at that point. If you're using the 1 guard, you want to make sure you use the 1 guard for everything that you need to use it for. That way, you increase your speed. So sometimes barbers ask me about how to cut faster. One way to cut faster is to make sure the thing that you're using, you use it all the way around the head the whole time and never really have to pick it up again. because if you have to keep going back and forth to pick it up, that causes you to lose time. So that's how you do that. So after this, of course, we're knocking the hair down on the front to make it lay flat so we can make the edge up pop a little better. It's okay sometimes when it's thick, but you can get a better look if you cut it down on some haircuts. Not all haircuts, but some haircuts. So after that, we take the one guard off. We leave it open, just the blade, which is about close to a 1, a little less than a 1, and you use it going around the head also. You smoothing it out, but as you can see, I'm not laying it flat. It's at an angle. If you really look at it, it's at an angle. So you want to do that all the way around the head. And after you use that around the head, you're also going to use it to blend the bottom guideline out. And like I always tell you, use like a half of the blade or fourth of the blade to fade it out, and make sure you're doing it against the grain of the hair flow, the hair pattern, whichever pattern it is. You see how easy I'm moving it? I'm just moving up and down, sideways, whatever it cause that I need to use, right? So you just use it and flick it. Some people just use the flicking motion, C motion. I don't really just use the C motion all the time. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything, but it's whatever you're comfortable with and whatever you need to use to get the line out. You see how I'm not really using the C motion, but the line is still out. You see that? The fade is coming along good, so you don't have to always do the same thing, but do that all the way around the head. And after you do that all the way around the head, it's time for me to prep the edge up. I just want to make sure everything is laying down in the front first before I just get ready to use my holding spray. I feel like everything is good, so I'm using the holding spray. The holding spray, again, helps the hair stay in place before you get to edging it, and also keeps the skin dry. So that's a way to make your lineups even crispier than they are. So that's what I use, and I use the rose gold Babyliss effects here to make that line. Then when you start the beard, it's the same thing. You just want to, I start from the back so I can have it. But on the beard, you want to use the corner of the blade. You want to pull up. You see how I'm pulling up? Because if you push down, then it's going to be if you push down, you're gonna push the beard level height down. You're gonna push it down, so you kind of want to be careful with that. You want to pull up if you can, and if you're not sure about how to do a crispy lineup, then I also have videos on that. If you haven't seen it, if you go to the playlist or go in my videos categories, and you can see that I have a crispy lineup tutorial I did on Chris Sales also. So right here, you just want to be consistent, fade that little part out so it blends straight into the beard, to the haircut, and do that on both sides. Now it's time to make it even crispier, that lineup. You see I made the lineup first. You want to make your lineup first, and then if you're going to use the airbrush method, you use it just to enhance the edge up. That's what it's called, an enhancement. So you don't want to make a line with it, but you just want to enhance the edge up and brush it in a little bit if it needs to be. So I also have a tutorial on my channel for this, how to use the airbrush technique. You use that going all the way around, and I tell you how to mix it, what you need to mix it with, and everything, right? So you see that it's really clean. You see where he was light at, boom, fill that in just to make it look fuller. That's what I did. So yeah, this is where the magic happens, and just want to make it look good. You see that? Edge up proper light, you know what I mean? So that concludes the first video for the 2019, you know what I mean? So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, you know, leave some comments in the comment section. If you want to do business, you want to collab, you want to know how to get a haircut, anything like that, look down in the description. If you don't follow me on IG, it's the same as my YouTube channel, Mr. Outliner. You can see all my latest haircuts, see when I'm going to post new haircuts, videos, and all that type of stuff. So 2019, we're trying to do bigger and better things, drop a couple more videos, man. You know, we're trying to get it right. But until then, love, peace, and hair grease. I holla.